Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of here. Well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not quite sure where exactly you are at in the world that is, I don't know, this is Earth, I guess. This is the planet that we're all assigned to, unfortunately. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you so much for being here today. This camera doesn't know what it wants to do right now with the lighting, so forgive it. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening. As you know, we are doing these live streams for Drag Race Philippines early in the morning, or I should say somewhat just the morning here in the States. Early if you're on the West Coast, but in the evening time in the Philippines, or possibly for those of you who are across the pond, as we like to say, just to be more fair as far as y'all being participating in these live streams and doing this, that, and the other. It's a shiny Matty. Don't start with me. My forehead is bam right now. I don't feel like getting up and giving it a little boom, boom, boom. I should, but I got the ring light like right on me, so it's cascading on this projector screen. It's not quite a Rihanna nor a Tyra, but it's its own bank. I know, I ate that up. It is what it is. Now, I want to say something first before we go full tilt with this here, because I know I saw my reaction. Some of you may have seen my reaction on Patreon, and shout out to those who are Patreon subscribers here. The headpiece was something that confused me initially because there was no explanation of said headpiece. So when I saw it in my reaction, I was like, what is this? Now, did I post about it? No, because for me, I'm like, I guarantee you. Something in my brain was like, I bet you money. The moment I get off of here, it will be explained by somebody online, or somebody's going to send me something, this, that, and the other. I'd like to thank 5 people. If Daniel is still here, I want to give him a shout out, because I just got to my Instagram. I have my notifications turned off because every now and then I get somebody sending me very disgusting messages telling me to do bad things to myself and all that. So I have quit the notification game with Instagram. But to Daniel, shout out my friend. I know it's been a little while here, or a long time. Yes, it's a Avakul and Abutan headpiece. If I said it incorrectly, you know, I'm always here for a correction, or possibly in the comments section it being broken down. All of, you know, some of us Americans still do care to make changes here, but it made more sense. Now I'm going to say that little wig that was in between the headpiece and the other wig she was wearing was a whole nother color. And I think that's what threw me off, because I was like, why is this fire engine red little circle, little bun put on top of this ashy red, then with the silver tinsel? So it just threw me off a tad bit. But now that I see the headpiece, and I've seen it from several people that have shown it online, I'm like, oh, that does make sense. And I kind of wish they would have said something on the main stage. Not that, you know, people in the Philippines need to be educated on what it is, but for the other audience that for this international show, I was like, well, I wish they said something. That would have really like, oh, okay, we would all been like locked in. I know what is it, a turtle sleeve. I know what that, I got the sleeve now. But I was like, interesting. No, because I liked her wig that she wore when she took it off. However, it was the small little red wig that was in between the headpiece and her wig that threw it off. That was the only issue I had with it. It wasn't the headpiece itself, because I was like, I wonder what that is. It was throwing me off, but it was the middle piece where I'm like, now what is this random bloop sitting in the middle of the two? Thank you, Kay. Ibetans live in the northernmost part of the Philippines, and they wear the vakul to protect them from excess sun and heavy rainfall. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. Help us all here while we're watching it. It was, I'm going to pull up the picture in just a second, but it was the different colored wigs, AB. That was the only thing I was like, now why is this random red on top of this other red? It just, that was the thing that threw me off. You got a photo of it, Maddie? Yeah, I got a photo. Hold on, let me go ahead and pull it up right now. I got y'all. Trust and believe. I was already in my headspace like, okay, let me make sure we do this today. Now, one thing I am going to say too, while I am pulling this up and I'm getting all this together, and this is, I'll multitask. This is where my ADHD really kicks in here. I want to thank y'all for tuning in today. Hit that like button, share and subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. We're going to talk about Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale today. Episode 2, it is girl groups, and it was a I'm not gonna shade my other babies, but when I say that was so many words: annihilation, revelations, the last chapter, you know, when God came back after, you know, the horsemen and the apocalypse, like, whoo, the difference, the difference between this and a walk, between boom, ha, and I said, okay. And I'm not mad at Kiana at all, because I felt their spirit in like, let me work with the girls and we can show the other ladies what's up. But also, this is y'all's home franchise. Let's not possibly mess this up, because all tea, no shade. Everybody in the international girl group couldn't dance. All of the above. All of the above. Okay. But we'll get to it today. I love the category for the runway. I love the lip sync. I was very happy for the winner. I also could have switched somebody out in the top 2, but to me, I was okay with what happened here. And I thought that who went home, it was justified. It was time. At the same time, I also thought somebody got away with low-key a little murder here who is safe. And I think it should have been the 3 of them possibly up for consideration, or even remove one of them and put the other one in there. Because I'm like, girl, you didn't even have the outfit. You didn't even have the outfit. How are you getting to walk behind when this lady had her outfit? And I get we have problems that go with it, but also it was an issue with the group too. So why are we not? Okay, cool. So I just said, all right, Matt, let it go. Let it go. But we'll get there. I didn't want to say the name because I wanted to get to the, you know, part of it, if not, and all that jazz. So here's what I'm going to do today. This is good. Y'all are going to find this funny. Let me get my socials. Let me do my whole little bit. And then I'm going to set a timer for my long-winded haters. I'm going to set a timer today, and I'm going to challenge myself to speak about this episode within an hour. Because let's be real, it's not going to be 30 minutes. But like, once I'm done with my get through and the beginnings of it all, I'm going to challenge myself too. And if I go over, I go over, because God is good. But, you know, if I'm on the time, then good for me. We won that challenge today. So, Alan, you're like, no, we want the long episodes. I mean, look, if I go over, I go over. But I just want to do a little challenge today. I thought it'd be fun. And Lord knows I'm probably not going to do it, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, let's start with the episode. I also wanted to make sure I got my, for the UK people, my UK babies, for Drag Race UK, they are doing a Meet the Queens tomorrow. If you are interested in my Meet the Queens video, I will most certainly be doing it. I will either be posting, I will either be going live early Saturday morning, or I will be going live Sunday to discuss said situation. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a panel yet, because a lot of you know it is one of my best friend's birthdays this weekend. And we have been planning a birthday celebration situationship with him for the past 3 weeks. So this isn't like something new that just happened. I'm like, totally throwing it out there. We've been trying to pull this together. And they've got the full itinerary set up and everything like that. And drag brunch is Sunday, and I'm not missing drag brunch, kids. I'm so sorry to tell you, I'm not missing the drag of the brunch. I'm not. You know, I love a good drag and I love a good brunch, and them together. That's Jesus. So I need to figure out what time we're doing that. If it's early in the day, I'm gonna do the panel episode with the Meet the Queens. If it's later in the day, I will be going live in the morning and doing the Meet the Queens specifically, and then we'll do a panel the following week. I will let you know what's up. I will keep you up to date on the tabs. Oh, and I do have a little bit of news on my job search. I am still looking. However, I did get this cute little side gig. I can't say too much about it because, like, it's like, I'll have to be. I'm definitely not going to be online for any of that, whatever I can do. But it's work, and it's legit work. So I am happy about that. So for next week, I'll be doing something directly. Let me stop talking. I'm not supposed to talk about it because I already got everything signed up yesterday, and I already did all that, and I did everything else. So I'll just say that next week I'll be working all week outside of YouTube with something, and it is a paid gig. So it's like, thank God. So I'm like, oh, baby steps. So it's not a full-time gig. It's a quick little part-time little something, and it pays good. So I was like, okay, for the 7 days I got to do this, that's actually decent, and I need it. So we're almost there. But yes, I did clock something. So I'm like, yes, it's some kind of work. And shout out to my friend that called me last night and told me, hey, I got something for you. And I was about to, like, it's late, I'm tired, friend, and I got a lot going on. He was like, no, F all that, Matthew. I'm helping you out. Let's go. And he was right. So shout out to your friend. Thank you for kicking me in my butt, because I was already defeating myself. You're like, no, it's a job, it's money, it's legal, and you don't have to get naked. Come on, sister. I was like, all right, I'm up. So there it is. But yes, we're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. But let's get into it. It's at Matty-Rants everywhere except for, I told you, I'm manifesting, I'm leading with positive energy, and I'm not letting these people get to me. Bow. And that's how we're gonna live, because it's gonna be me and these kids. We got to do it, right? I'm basically Reba McEntire. I'm a at Matty-Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty-Rants. You can find that on the Linktree link in my About section. I do reactions on Patreon for episodes like this, of course, for shows like Project Runway, soon to be Drag Race UK, that's coming up, and more. So if you wanted to check me out on Patrons for as low as $1 a month, I am bookable on Cameo, not for disrespectful requests. And thank you for canceling your request, because I see you watch my channel and you saw what you posted was a little much for me. So I appreciate you for canceling that request, because I'm not going to insult people. It's weird. I don't do that. That's not my gig, to be honest, like, inauthentically. But yes, if you do want to do cameos or any special requests like that, it is available to you. I also do have a PO box if you want to send anything. My birthday is literally around the corner. Peanut butter jelly bread. My brain, ADH, come back. Affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. So if you want to watch Paramount Plus on me, I can help you out with that link. It'll give you a free week, include Showtime if you want to catch some of that extra stuff. If you want to watch the entirety of South Park, I highly recommend it through Paramount Plus, because they have all of the seasons, as well as the current season, where if you do not have cable, which I'm about to cancel mine, you can watch the new episodes, I believe, either the day of or the day after on Paramount Plus. And this last episode was wild. They drag GPT. I mean, they've always been, they're dragging Trump down every episode, but they dragged GPT. So I had a good day. And they also got rid of an arc in South Park that I've been annoyed with forever. So by all means, get into it. And if you want to watch Drag Race in all its entirety, including all seasons of Drag Race, All Stars, and yeah, Global All Stars too, if you just want to go through that again, by all means, check out my link with Paramount Plus. Please and thank you. All the stuff that you need from me is in the About section. As a reminder, I am not here. This is not how I have this disclaimer set up, Matt. Let's try that again. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by myself are just my sole personal opinions and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. Do not send hate to anybody that we talk about today. The contestants, the judges, the individuals mentioned, the producers, anybody on this program. Don't be rude. We're here to have fun. Grab your libations and strap in. I'm a little bit of a talker. We know that. I guess people never get to this part, or they just post comments because they're just dicks. But yeah, you're going to be here for a little while. Don't post any spoilers in the chat because why? And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some activity and have yourself a good poot. And I do have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. And I thank you. And I thank you. Okay, so let's see here. Where am I at? I got one more thing before I do my timer. Boom. If you want to throw a little love in my jar, please and thank you. While your boy is out here trying to get a job, because this, don't let them lie to you, girl. It's tough out here. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Anything and everything is super appreciated. Shout out to DW. I saw my Cash App a little bit early here today for Slaysian. Thank you. Thank you, D. I appreciate you, friend. And yeah. This will be a good one. So, okay. Let me get my timer up. Just for shits, just to see how far I go over to it, everything. Yeah, let's do that. We like a good challenge. All right, we're going to set it in. Even off topic. We're going to go there. Shout out to my mods today for pulling through. Last thing before I start, and I'll even mention this prior to the end of the video, a little geek in me. If you are into the Pokemon TCG Pocket game and you want to be my friend on there, say play random games, you can definitely hit me up via social media on like Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. I'm always down for a match, win or lose, trust and believe. So there it is right there. If you want to watch this back on the playback, 5736-8014-159144402. That's my friend code. Yes, I'm at 50. Yes, I'm at Ultra Ball 2. I'm trying to get to Masters for ranked. And the game does hate me right now with pack pulls. This is the most recent one that I'm happy about. Shout out to Glaceon. It's a shiny. But I feel screwed over because, yeah, I opened 10 today after saving my little speed, whatever, the little Pokemon vials that you can, get your packs with. Babe, I was like, this is it. That's all. But still amazing. And I was really happy about it. Also, if you want my thoughts on this, it looks wild, but I'll wait to see the stats. It looks crazy. Y'all were mad at Dragonite. Dragonite looks like amazing now in its Mega Evolution. Victory Bell looks womps, but I will say if the stats are right, I'm here for it. I doubt speed will be one thing that it has. Oh, okay. Kenny, I'm ahead of you. I'm ahead of you. Thank you. All right. That's Victory Bell's Mega Evolution. They had a whole commercial today for it. Yup. Yeah. It's a purse or a satchel. Eureka? I don't know. Either way. If it's saying black. Oh, all right. Let's move in. Let's go ahead and get to the show. Let's get this on. Let's get the show on the road here today. Because to be honest, I got my POVs ready. I don't need to talk it through so heavily. I mean, maybe because I love to talk, but it is what it is. All right. Slaysian Royale. I am enjoying this season. I will say there are some times I'm going, I'm loving the season so far. I do squint sometimes. I'm like, I don't know if I would made that decision. I'm not sure. Okay, but I love the overall feel. Once again, Drag Race Philippines just so much fun. Mama Pao, such a great host. I wish there were more people on the panel, and by more I mean just one other person. And I see that they're doing like doubles here. Like we saw Maxi and Jimbo 2 weeks in a row. It looks like Jervy, Karen, and oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Pangina will be next week. So I'm assuming they'll also be back the following week too. And then we'll get further and further and further along. And it's like, oh, okay, I see what we're doing here, right? I feel like we'll have captivating Cat Cat and somebody else probably after Pangina and Jervy, maybe. And then they'll probably end it with like Precious Paula Nicole and somebody else. Because wouldn't that make sense that the first winner of the first season would be at the finale for the finals for the All-Stars? And they started with the most recent winner, and then they went to the second winner, and then they go to the first. That's where my brain was going with it. I was like, oh, okay, I think I see what they're doing here. And then in between the time with the show, it's like, that's what we're doing. Oh, okay. I don't know. Oh, that's right. Because I feel like Cat and Nymphia are going to be on the same episode. Doesn't that? It feels like that's what it's going to be, right? And then Sasha and Precious. Yeah, I can see that. Or Cat and Sasha and Nymphia and Precious. Either way, would like switch the two. It'll be interesting, but I do miss an extra opinion. It is moving kind of quickly, but I'm still cool with it because I'd love the overall feel of the show. So let's just get into it. All right, so this is something everybody had questions about that weren't from the Philippines or didn't have the knowledge or access to. Some people may have jumped the gun a little bit in asking what this was. My concern was more so this. Like this up top, I wasn't really like losing my grip in reality for it because I was thinking to myself, that has something to do with something, but I don't know yet. And Mabu, hey, everybody. But it's this little piece right here in between where I'm like, honey, what is this color and why? That is the only issue I have with that. It was like, what is this random, that random little piece of red? I hate it so much. But Mama Pao did look good today. I will say that. For those of you who want to know, we were just talking about what this actually was, and here's the picture. I believe I have it here. Ta-da! Thank you, Daniel. I had another one, but this one's like giving multiple choice answers here as far as what this looks like with the head dress for the Iviton Vacu. I need it. I'm not saying that right. I feel like I'm not saying that right. But yes, this is what it is. I wish they explained that. Maybe they did, and I just wasn't paying attention, but I missed it if it was. I was like, okay, wait, can we explain that? Because it is interesting, and it would be cool to have that be a conversation piece. I don't know. Maybe Jimbo was there and they wouldn't have heard nothing. I don't know. No, Jimbo would have heard that. Jimbo got a passport. She's traveled. That's a Canadian. Mm-hmm. Unlike us over here. But Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Show us the Vacu photo ready to give Mama Pow's headdress. Okay, thank you, Fred. I got you. It's up. It's up. And I love that I have it next to each other. There we go. See? Look at that. Right next to it. But yes, there's the context for those of you who were confused by said piece. I don't have any issue with it, but I do with this little random little kitty wig just sitting here. I don't know what the hell that is. That's the only issue right there for me, y'all. And I feel like this belongs with this for a different headpiece, and it was put on top of this wig. That's my only ish with this. I'm not talking about the headpiece itself. It's just, oh, so you put this whole piece that should have been for some whole other look on top of this wig that you made for this outfit, cow. Okay, bad. Bad. Go off, girl. It's still better than anything you have worn or done on season 2. And I love you, Mama Pow, but let's be clear. That blonde hair, never again. You look good in red, black, and brown. Earth tone, sister. Don't get too icy. Maxie, this dress is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I'm actually enjoying you so much on this panel because you do keep it 100. And it's necessary. You're giving me my sister Jiggly's tease. Shout out to our sister Jiggly. May she rest in peace. We need that kind of energy when it comes to panel work. Because I'm like, girl, I'm not here for the oohs and ahs. Tell these people how they feel. I'm one of the Law Roach folks. I'm not sensitive like that. That man could read me from strip to filth. Tell me what's up, because I'm going to come back and prove you wrong, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I like Maxie. Maxie don't hide the face, and Maxie tells it like it is. Yes, indeed. This dress is gorgeous. I think the mug is wuggy. Jimbo, you chew too. this dress is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I do love the stockings that are going through the shoes up top over here. I did think that both the judges, or all the judges in all honesty, look great. To be honest. But yes, I am very excited that my good friend Pangina Heels is going to be on the next episode. Shout out, hey friend. If you pop in the live chat next week, it's gonna be key. Pangina has popped in here a few times before, but no, Pan I saw in the suit. So I thought to myself, oh, so you're gonna just be out of drag the first episode. You said no, I'm gonna get engaged the second one. I see you, friend. You said, we selling both. We selling both, boy and girl. Come on. We lost Madam Yoko, and it was a tad bit sad. It was a tad bit sad. You know, Madam Yoko was somebody who didn't have a long run on their season. It would have been cool this time, but it wasn't in their favor. Now, if Siam had won that lip sync, though, something Wong would have went home. I thought that was a gag. I was like, oh. Oh my. So Siam was on the dial for half the fandom, and the other Kiana was with the rest of us. I said, okay, that's interesting. I like when they pick different lipsticks too, because different opinions, not everybody's on the same page. But I like that Siam pulled the full we can be friends. Because that was, to be honest, Siam and Madam Yoko definitely, you could see they were close in the first couple, but the first episode. So it makes sense that Siam would want to save them and that over something, and especially after what had happened in Untucked, which clearly will become a trend, which I was shocked by. And I want to talk to my friend something and be like, what was going on? Like, I need to hear what was happening back there, because it feels like you were stressed. I feel something was stressed, baby. I was like, gee, what is going on over here? Like, is it over just wanting to make sure, like, how it went down with UK and it's been a while and you back on TV and we're trying to make a good impression? I also don't like how Matt, we got to do this in order, because I was about to go right onto that runway because U-Haul was acting kind of funny. And I was like, sister, what's going on? Shout out to Kahano for winning the first mini challenge and the first episode. That's a trend alert. They did that their season. And they were Miss Shutika. But shout out to Kana. Kana is definitely coming through in this competition. I'm excited to talk about that runway. My God. RuPaul jump scare as she allows the people to know that her presence is there and that the reason that this show exists. No, it's not. It's not because, it is, but you know what I'm talking about. She doing her rounds. It's cool. We'll see her somewhere else. Bet. Mama Pow, this outfit was cute. She brings them to a mini challenge of coconutty proportions where they're going to have to put these coconuts on their feet after putting on their best slut drag. And do a quick little race around the room. This was very cute. I enjoyed this. It was so much fun. DW, I missed this super chat. Thanks, babe. Versus the World shows this is how you stack the deck. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I want Slaysian Royale to get another season, but I want them to do... there's a couple of girls that I would love if they would ask my recommendations on, like, Maddie, who from the Asian background in the Drag Race universe that didn't win would you love to see on a season like this compete with the girls from the Philippines? Since technically, as bad as all these girls are, and I do mean that in the best way possible, there are some other baddies that can come in from the Philippines and be the 5 that are needed to represent and chew just as hard as these 5. So that's why I'm like, we need to bring in some girls that can dance. One. Because ain't nobody was moving. And the girl group episode is muy importante. So I'm over here going like, nobody can dance. It's just a bunch of head and shoulders, no knees and toes. Ugh. Come on, let's get to the mini challenge here. Everybody was given a group assignment. I'm not going to say some of them because that one word, kiak, I hate to say that word. But they were split into teams. Feet. I'm here for Suki. Suki is such a bop. Like, do you hear me? I love Suki's confessionals. I love Suki's runway. Suki just in the workroom. She's a fun time. I need my sister to go far. Do not let her go soon. I will be upset. There is no way. No way possible. But no, Suki won the first round. Kitty's face was like, child, what the hell is going on over here? Oh, that's the back wall. I thought that girl had something inserted in her. And, Bernie was cute in her little outfit, baby. I was like, oh, okay. And then the next group, Ivory Glaze won because she's low key, like, wouldn't she be considered, I'm not going to say a T-Rex, a Brontosaurus? A very tall dinosaur in this group from Jurassic Park over here, if we're going to talk about it. So she won by a neck and a head and a torso and a leg. Arizona Brandy was like, baby, I'm doing this. It's fun. Siam had a good time, but Yuha, baby, when I tell you, I could tell Dr. Scholes were necessary for you for the rest of the episode, possibly for all of it. Like, seriously, you definitely needed it. Then I thought it was funny that they put something Wong against everybody from the Philippines. I was like, damn, what are we trying to make this? Are they facing a kaiju for the win? What's going on over here? Because something over there giving, I was like, baby, Cameron Michaels is not on this season, sister. Swole down. But the feminine sisters and then something went on with it. And, I thought something would have had it, but Kiana came through at the end, baby. Kadang is the Bisaya term for stilts, with those living in Tagalog speaking regions call it Tayakat, right? I'm just looking at the visual. I can only say that. I wonder how they got the grouping. I think it was at random, and they just pulled it out of something, and that's what I remember. I was like, she said something about there's going to be 3 groups, and then you're all going to be put in these groups, but you're going to pick the group that you're going to be in. So I'm assuming there was like a bag or something, or it was like, say, some sort of word or a number was assigned and they had to be put into it. Either one. Besides coconut husk, Filipinos also make stilts with bamboo. They were pulling pieces of paper. Thank you, Jericho. Would the bamboo feel better? I feel like. And would the bamboo be like the full like stalk, or do they cut the bamboo in half like how the coconut is? So that way it's just the roll part, the smooth part up top. And at the end of it, it's going to have a little bit more grip when it hits the bottom. See, now I'm interested in playing this. Not me being, yes, I would love to play. This is fun. I'll be here for all kinds of stuff like this. But basically, Kiana had to represent for the Philippines against Ivory Glaze and then Suki Dole. And I was really here for all of this. This was fun because Suki was burning it. Let's clock in now. Suki was moving, and so was Ivory. They took this seriously. Them hoes wanted that money. You wanted that money. Okay, give me some pesos. Ivory wanted to win something, sister, besides the floor. You know what I mean? Because that's what happened on her season. She didn't win, but she technically did win. She won our hearts when she hit the ground. But yeah. Kiana wins again. I mean, why not? It's Kiana. Of course, you should win. Because you're Kiana with a K. You're gonna have to stop saying the K so much though, because you almost may summon him. Okay, you got to be careful with that, Kiana. All them K's now. You might summon him, and by him I mean Elliot. Anywho, Kiana won some cointadas. Congratulations to Kiana. But they also get an advantage, and I feel like this also, no shade, I wanted Kiana to win just for this moment now that I know what they had to do. Mama Pal's like, we're doing girl groups. Because Kiana won, she gets to pick the people in her group. You can have 5 or you can have 6. Immediately, I knew. I said, oh, no, she was going to win anyways. Like they may have told the other bitches to just stop. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, stop moving. Okay, just walk on through. All right, good. All right. Now. Because I'm like, would you have given this same, no shade? I'm not trying to come at production because I love this show, but like this is just me being messy. Would you really have given the same power to somebody like Ivory or Suki to pick a team and then do this? Because you know you wouldn't have gotten the same result for this girl group episode. No shade. I'm just gonna say that. Because I was like, well, here's me. No shade. If I am Kiana, who the fuck am I about to pick? I'm not picking the American. I'm not picking the British bitch. I'm not picking that Australian hoe. I'm not picking the French girl. Maybe the Canadian. Oh, I saw her lip sync chop. What are you talking about? Like, what? I'm picking my sisters, my bar sisters. I have worked with these bitches before. I have seen their show. We have seen the pop off at that and the rest of it. Please, please, we're gonna win. And they don't know if it's gonna be judges teams yet, too. So this is smart. No shade. Oh, I've said it like 4 times already. It's smart to do this. Like, come on, okay. I was here for that. I said, okay. Arizona, Brigadine, Bernie, and Vinyas. Mama Pow. And the rest of the girls are in their own team. They will form their own team. And once it's done, I love how Mama Pow, you fool. This is Mama Pow. Oh, so it's really on. Like, you really divided it. It's, oh, we're really making this a thing. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to do that. It's a girl group episode. Hot chop. We're not going to have no dummies over here. No shade. So that leaves you, Suki Doll, Siam, Percy, Kitty Space, Ivory Glaze, and Something Wong to their own group. You know, everyone's excited for the song. The beat is great. The backing vocals are killed. It's giving what it needs to give. They're going to be able to work with this. We're right on the money, right? Everybody's sort of like, you know, it's what the international girlies are taking it very serious. This is where I knew we were going to get some shit because the choreographer always goes down with the ship when it comes to these girl group episodes. Who wants to be the choreographer? Nobody here can dance like that. Nobody here can dance like that. The only one that has somewhat of any kind of experience with this or is confident in any kind of way, who then spoke up because everybody didn't want to be that person. And what was going to happen? Nobody was going to speak something. Open their mouth and said, I'll do the choreography. Kitty's like, well, I'm comfortable doing the blocking. And I knew right there, oh no, that's not going to do. That won't do. That's no. I was like, you have now just put 2 people in charge. Because what do you mean the choreographer is not in charge of the blocking and the person in charge of the blocking is not going to be able to do the choreography? I'm thinking to myself, friend, it should have really been given, just let me do the whole bit and we'll go from there. And if y'all have issues, we'll just work it out while we're on the floor. But like, I wouldn't have agreed to nobody blocking shit because if I'm doing the choreography, I'm doing the blocking. That's the whole point. I'm setting up the blocks, I'm setting up the transitions, I'm setting up the movements. And then we work from there. So if you're going to be a team, work as a team, but we'll talk about it when we get to it. We will. The girl, the Pinoy sisters, they fine. They're going to be all right. They're over there having a good time. And truthfully, I get it when Bernie had mentioned, you know, we're able to talk in our native tongue. We're able to speak our language. We don't have to like, you know, basically break it down for people or sort of also go into English because that's not the first language, which they may miss certain things. Da 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 da. Everybody can speak with each other, but it makes it easier for, especially for a a portion. It makes it easier for a challenge. There we go. That's the word. A challenge like this, where you're going to need communication, is key with the group in order for everybody to be in sync. So yeah. You know what? Maxie being the person to help them with the vocals, yeah, that makes sense. You want to know who else I was happy to see again? This fine one. Come on, Moose. I was like, oh, Moose is back. Yay. I've always crushed on this one since like the beginning of Moose being there. I was like, who is this? But no, I'm not going to get too much into what's the word? I'm not going to get too much into everybody's takes on the mic. I want to talk about the highlights for me. Something with the vocals. I'm going to give you praise. I'm going to give you critique, and I'm going to also critique the other people behind you. I think it's great that you wanted to sing, and I think it's great that you were shining with the vocals. I think it's also great with the ad-libs. Now, there were a couple of runs that went like out to sea, if you will. Amelia Earhart, never to be seen again. I was like, oh, it's on. That note is gone, sister. I'm also thinking about the people behind you being like, and I'm like, are y'all adding ad-libs? Am I missing something here? Because isn't that what everybody's supposed to do? Do their bit and then throw a little ad-libby moment or something like that? Is it wrong for her to do this, that, and the other? I felt a little haterish vibes from the bitches in the back, no shade. It felt very hater. She was doing a lot, but at the same time, it's like, if that's going to help the song be better, why y'all mad? I think it's because we already had some issues going on beforehand and it was just adding on top. So, boop. But I didn't care for that because I was like, yeah, this is too much. And not everything is giving, but at the same time, like, why are we pressed? Like, let that girl do what she's going to do. Hi, Nina. Hey, baby girl. Hello. Hi. Hey, Mamu. Oh, not both of my cats just rolled up on me. What time? Oh, it's almost lunchtime. We're going to have to eat a little later today, guys. Y'all want to say hi to Mamu real quick? Puppy. Oh, my baby boy. Oh, say hi, everybody, real quick, Bubby. There go Mamu. There go the Mr. Mamu. There he go. I know. I'm sorry I got to put you up here. I just want to show everybody my big baby. Okay, back down you go. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. I love you. Okay, I'm going to feed y'all in just a sec. Y'all got dry food over there. The wet food will be at 12. Ooh, it's time to brush you again. I hate the summer. The summertime, oh, these cats, oh my God. Like, ooh. Oh, they shed like crazy. It's like after I pet them, like, okay, let me get the brush out again. But yes, shout out to my kids. Yes, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. If you did want to drop a little tippy poo in my jar for your boy hosting with the most in today, please, thank you. It's paypal.me/Rants, Cash App $, Matt924, as well as Venmo, my name is Rants. God bless. Tomorrow, I will be live again for Project Runway. We'll be doing a live review in the afternoon. Bleecker will be joining me again for that one, where they'll be giving their fashion expertise, as well as us breaking down the episode. If you're a part of my Patreon for that $1 a month, I will also have that reaction episode up tonight for you. So do not worry. You will catch the Project Runway. And again, and for the UK Meet the Queens, I will also do a reaction video for Patreon, and I will do the review either Saturday or Sunday. I'll give you the schedule later on in the weekend. You will get it, of course. But thank you for tuning in. Love y'all so much. Let's keep this going. So past this group, because I was annoyed by them, to be honest. I was like, Maxie wasn't feeling the runs either, but I think it was because more so it was just not giving what it needed to be given. Some of the notes was a little out. And I knew some things sang and also did music because, well, I follow them. 1, 2, I remember them talking about it at one point in time, either via social media when we were discussing stuff or possibly during even their season. I think if y'all watch an interview of mine too, I did with something. Because I interviewed something a while ago when DragCon still existed. It's on my channel somewhere. But yeah. This other group was fine. I knew we had some singers in here, or at least some vocalists, or maybe lyricists is the better term. But Vinyas can sing. And I was so happy. I live for this bitch. Live. She was one of my favorites from the first season. I was so mad when she went home. Oh my God. Live for her. Okay. And all I have been wanting is for her to get her dues on the show. So I was very happy today. No shade. I was very happy yesterday when I was watching. I was like, thank you. I've been praying for her too. I've been praying too. But Venus was cutting up and I was here for it. But everybody on Team Philippines was just doing what needed to be done for this challenge. Let's talk about choreography or lack thereof. Now, they were a mess from jump. Just the walkout. Just the walking of the out part here was a fool. You got something who is trying to do the choreography with them, and they're, I guess, not all getting it, so they're having to rechange the choreography up, but they also have to focus on the blocking. Hold on, what's going on over here? Oh, excuse me. Hold on. You good? You good? Okay, you got really excited. I was a little nervous. Okay, my bad. I was like, can they hear Mina? Like she was meow 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 doing a lot. Okay, back to this. It was messy, but if I'm going to be honest with you, it gave me. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I was under the impression that they just didn't like what something was doing with the choreography in general. And they kept on saying she was changing it over and over again. But then I'm also thinking to myself, well, what about the blocking? Right? All right. Now I'm going to tell you what I felt in this edit that I saw. Something kept interrupting Kitty when Kitty was trying to like break it in or pull in like for the blocking moment, and then it would be like, oh well, I'm thinking that we should do a movement like this here and here and here, and so it's like we're now lost the prime focus of what we're supposed to be doing, and now we're focusing on the movements that we're supposed to do instead. But then I feel like we didn't get the full session here for some odd reason, and I appreciate that because it would have been long as hell, but I needed a little bit more context to this because it did kind of cut, chop, edit, paste a little bit. It just felt like this, Eric, no shade. It just felt like that. But I also felt that my sister something was kind of feeling undermined as they were also doing this project that they have volunteered for as far as choreographing the piece, and that everybody was being a little bit bitchy about it. And so that was ticking them up because it's like, okay, girl, so what do you want me to do now? But there was no focus to me, the way that this all went down. Ivory's over here, well, we really need to focus on this and we really need to do that. But Ivory can't do the one or the two. So why are you asking for direction and you already can't do it? And then Yuha can't dance. We saw that through the performance. Baby, you and Ivory were a fool, low key. That was me, Galaxy Quest. That was me. I was on a y'all need to sit and listen situationship, because if you really can't do nothing, I need you to be quiet and just slowly follow this, that, and the other. But I think a lot of people were talking to or giving these opinions, and it's like, well, now what are we supposed to do? Because I'm trying to make everybody happy. It's Kitty trying to do something. It's something interrupting her. It's Kitty being frustrated with the whole situation. Them going, well, I can't do this move and I can't. Okay, well, I'll change it up for this. Well, we still haven't figured out the blocking. I said, once you volunteer to be choreographer, I knew what was going down. They're going to get you. And it's going to be easy. You got people with their arms folded and shit. Now, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm telling you, as much as somebody can be aggressive with the approach and a little over talking this and the other, and it takes you out, when that person who is now witnessing this energy feels all that, it's now going to be reciprocated, and now it's going to be that circle. So as much as you're frustrated, I feel like the communication was already lacking, and some gave up. And they were willing to be like, well, if it's bad, it's bad, and we're going to blame her. Because y'all can't dance. So let me blame the girl who said that, you know, she's going to help us with the dance. That's what it felt like. But it was a mess for both Something and everybody else too. I'm not just blaming the other girls. It's all of the above. I just think it was a lot. I was like, that was group. Bitch, when the girl, Team Philippines came in, we had no issues. Right? We had none. There was no issue. Go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and go. 2, 3, 4. That's it. Okay, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do all that. No, we're gonna laughs, fun, all that. I'm glad we saw in the commercial what was to come, because I would have thought, all right, they're about to do a whole other scene here. We're about to talk about somebody's deceased family member. We're about to talk about somebody's, you know, being gay at this point in time in their life. We're going to talk about somebody getting a hangnail and it hurting really bad. I didn't know. They're all getting dressed and shit. Like, mind you, look at these conversations that we could be having. Something, when I tell you, it was, when I say, you said burn the house down. You said, if it's up, then it's up. When I say this lady came in ready to fight, that girl said, fuck it. You're the problem, Yuha. We had to change the choreography over and over again because of you. And it was really frustrating trying to work with you. Because what you're doing was shit. This is me. If I was Ivory in the middle of that, well, what you got to say, sis? Then again, Ivory was the problem too. It's Yuha. It's kind of wild because, again, I saw how the whole choreography, how everything went down, and they gave you points because you were excited through the performance and you had energy, not because you did the routine correctly at any point in time. Whatever, you were late on so much. Trust, I watched it, but like. It's almost the way you like returned the volley by gaslighting. Like, you really think it was me? You really think I was the one? Are you sure? You really think I was the one that was doing wrong? Are you sure about that? I was kind of gagged. Like, I was over here crying, laughing because it's something like crashing out over this whole situation. And Yuha is literally just taking off her makeup, just, you know, doing the face, doing the prep. Like, yeah, girl, like, really? You think that's the problem? I don't know. I think for the rest of the group, like, we were just having issues because it was the microphone. And Something is over here. No, but what you're not saying about that and doing all this, like, honestly. Ivory. What do you think, Ivory? No, Ivory wasn't doing good either. Hold on. Now, how I get thrown into this? Yes. This is all before we go out. This is all before we do the routine. This is how we do the whole routine. It was fun because Something is crashing out on her and we're getting one set of energy. We're getting another set of energy of, I'm too grown for this. And I've already made my decision as far as what I want to do and how I want to feel about this. So you can't change my mind just by telling me that I did wrong today. Like, you can't say shit to me to make me feel like I did anything different. Because, bitch, we know what's up. We were all on the floor. This is how you call this. While Ivory doesn't want to be in the middle of it, yet they were also the problem too with the issue with doing the routine. I can't. Oh, I was tickled. I love drama, so I needed that. I'm a Now That's TV subscriber, baby. I needed somebody fighting. So that was kind of a cack for me. At the same time, I sort of knew what was happening. Yes, I did. Hold on. I got Arizona walking in the background, Donna. Hold on. Right here. It's so funny because Arizona is like walking back there and she hears fuck. That was the word that made her go, oh. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm still gagged that Sab and LaRue won the money from the Bad Bitches Only, and they had to split the 50K. I was like, it should have just been Sab because LaRue was getting her ass beat half the season, but it is what it is. Sorry, off topic, but back to this. Arizona back there, like getting her out the it was funny, but it was also like, I guess it felt like something just needed to get that off her chest. And then like for Yuha's like, okay, girl, she wants to just do this. I can handle it. Mind you, Mama lives in New York, right? I think Yuha is fine with somebody giving them the business and trying it. Cause like, girl, what are you doing? What are we doing? What's happening here? You know, like, oh, you're mad? Okay, bad. I like LaRue too, but let's be real, Galaxy. It was a little interesting this season. It was very interesting this season. Also, Mommy G is a colorist, but let's continue. Damn it, Galaxy. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. But no, I love the workroom. It was fun. That was a good time. Shout out to Mama Pow and her outfit. We did explain earlier in the video, in case you're coming in a little bit late. Some people did question what the headpiece was, and we were discussing it in terms of the background on said piece. And excuse me, where is this? It's inspired by the Ivitens Vakul. Hope I said it right. If wrong, my apologies. It's for protection from the rain and the wind, and I'm assuming the sun too, in the northernmost parts of the Philippines is what it is. It did throw for, again, if we're not from the Philippines, we wouldn't know what this is. And I kind of wish they said something on stage because it would have been a cool like lesson to learn. But also for the rest of us, we'll just find out later when we're just on social media, or if people we know watch the show that know we wouldn't know, they'd be like, no, friend, this is what it is. So I appreciate that. I saw some people getting attacked over it, like bad. Like, you ignorant, you pieces of blah, 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 like, you, oh, of course you wouldn't know what it is. It's like, Vuitton? Because y'all too, because there's two different, and that's like Ibaton. Not I, but E, right? Or I? Just want to make sure. No, I just want to be respectful, but like, I do think sometimes there needs to be grace when folks are just trying to understand something versus thinking everybody's trying to make fun of something with the culture. Because I wasn't making fun of this, and I know some people who were asking that question. I am talking about a friend of mine that made a post where somebody just attacked them. I was like, what the fuck is this? But like, it could have been more graceful with your, like, here you go, this is what it is. Because we were confused. We were. And it could have been explained. But other than that, I still think Mama Pow looks good. I think that the piece itself looks good. And I also love that she's always representing her culture. I love it. Jericho got the correct pronunciation. Thank you, Son. E or Eviton. No, I'm not. Ooh, the OCD in me. E. Okay, so I was right? Say it now. E. Okay. My overthinking is killing me. E. E. Okay. Okay. Better than that? No. Because we have smartphones. E like eat. Okay, so E Vuitton. Oh, like a longer E Vuitton. Okay, got it. But still, I want to make sure how to pronounce I'm also like, you have to like put shit into to make sure it's the correct pronunciation.
Avatan. Avatan.
Is that right?
Avatan. Avatan. Avatan.
Were you expensive? Oh, you were. Damn. Yeah, right, Antonio? That's why I was like, huh? Because y'all like E, and that's like S, so that can't be correct. See, oh, the internet. I'm gonna trust y'all. Eva time. Eva 10. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna trust y'all. I'm like, what? Who is this talking to me? Talking about Evan. I said, who Evelyn? Let's move on. Who is Evelyn? I said, well, I needed the translation for that word. They said, who Evelyn? Okay. And the stress is on Tan. Okay. Eva Tan. Okay. Tan. Okay. I'm going to get that down. I'm going to get it down. Y'all have to know I failed Spanish several times. I did pass French, but learning languages for me is difficult. My brain goes, my brain really be overthinking all of it. Like, well, why are we doing this and why are we doing that? Yeah, that was what my teachers always would say. Matt, stop questioning, just go with it. But what if it's wrong? Maxie once again looks really, really good. Shout out to Maxie, and so does Jimbo. Let's talk about the girl groups. Asian A. This song was good. I like the song. Like just the original track itself, like without the girls putting anything into it. The backing vocals, mixing, and everything is great. I was like, okay, another banger from the Philippines. Another one. You do not miss ever when it comes to this, like ever, ever. It's not possible. um, but then there's this group. There's this group. Mm-hmm. Let's give some credit to one of the writers of the song. He also wrote the Dragged In 2 bop song. Wonderful. I'm here for that. You know. Okay. Eric, you're very kind. The choreography was something. The choreography was something. It was something. I'm sorry. Their choreography was very ABC. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Mama, they were boom, 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 boom. Walk a little bit, walk a little bit. Turn up, turn up. I was like, this is some slow choreography. Like, I feel like Candy from Candy from Atlanta Housewives about to be legs and hips and body. Let's get them, girls. You could have told me we was about to do that. Oh my God. I was like, what am I watching? Okay, so let's get into some of the vocals. Now I see why Siam needed that do-rag. This wig. That's 2, girl. I'm like, what? What? This wig. I was like, that's why you have a do. Oh my God, that's why you have a do rag. It was for the wig. You were laying that down because you just got that done. You just got that done as someone who gets it done. Just got that done. Had to put some of that olive on there, honey. Make that whole girl. The fuck. Anywho, Siam's part was cute though. No, Eric, they are not. I'm just gonna tell you that now. They're not. They look cute. That's all. That is it. Are those considered no. But this made me chuckle. So thank you, Squishy. I love you. But those aren't Bantus. But that is funny that you. I'm sorry. Suki's part was great. I actually liked their whole routine in their bit. It was very well done. It wasn't too much it gave Suki. It was giving pose, sexy, pose, now click, like it all that. No, but Squishy, you're fine. Bantus look a little bit different than that, and it's all over the head versus it being like one little spot. And sometimes you'll put like a 2 Bantus and do a little blowout in the back, but that wasn't it. But yeah, I like Suki's part. It was giving. I liked Ivory's, would you like some milk tea? And then after that, I was out because I kept looking at the outfit and I was asking myself, why she got this jersey overlay netted top with this like RuPaul's University bathing suit on? I was so confused. And then I looked at the stockings too. I was like, girl, what is this outfit? The fishnets with the top? No, ma'am. I was unable to listen to the rest of it. I said, this outfit is egregious with the shoes. Burn in hell. I don't know. No. And the choreography, once again, it was like deep and wide. There's a fountain flowing deep and wide. They went to Bible school. Very Sunday school choreography. It was for Jesus. In this day and age with our current president here in the United States, and this is the international group, it felt like they were about to go to the White House and perform in that new garden that they just shut down from the patio. All them people could be out there, all that. It was bad. Yuha came out there. I'm going to show you what I do with this rap. They say that I'm good enough. I was waiting for Pink Panthers to come up behind her. The boy's a liar. Like, no. She was excited to be there, and I was happy for her. Her lyrics were interesting. It was okay. Kitty had the best lyrics. T. And she also was smooth with her point, like her performance point when she got her solo. I was like, okay, Kitty would be the top one I would put in this group for just the performance aspect of this all. They did fine. So Kitty, if you ever thought, did they hate what I did? No, you were fine, sweetie. Honestly, you were good to go. If they had you in the other group, I think you would have done very well. T. But yeah, you were fine, sister, honestly. Because when we got done with you, something you actually had a great verse too. You ate your verse alive, low key. Ate it up. I was proud of you, friend. The full bit. I was like, okay, come on, something. We get here. And it's the yeah. The whole note, the Christina Aguilera of it all. You went to a funeral and you didn't take a tampon. That was straight leakage. Sorry, that's some Gots to Be Real throwback. Mama Pow's face. Wow. Okay. Maxie clocking it because it happened for every ad lib. Did you see the post that something? Did I add this on here? Did I do it? Matt, how did I not include this with it? Oh my God. Because I made sure. I was like, I wonder if something said something about this. And sure enough, they did. Because I was like, there's no way. There is no way someone who I know does music would miss this point for an ad lib. So apparently they did these twice. Okay. And unfortunately, somebody got the crap edit. So something had posted on Instagram yesterday, for those of you who did not see it. It says, oh, for everyone asking, we only heard the final version with my ad-libs when we performed it on the runway for the first time. We also ran the whole performance twice. And the second time we performed it, I did lip sync my ad-lib, but they didn't use it. Now, that's their words. And, I'm gonna hold them to that. It's possible this also could just be like, yeah, but I'm gonna hold it with them and be like, yeah, something. I just don't see them missing that. To be honest, like I just don't see someone who would be very adamant about adding the ad libs, then get on said stage and then not do them. But I'm also like, maybe, I don't know. So I want to give the benefit of the doubt. I also want, don't want to discredit production, but I wouldn't. We've heard of these stories before, so I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. We've heard the girls that have done runways, and then it's like, oh, they used the one where the whole thing broke. But then when I did the second time, it was better. But like, nah, we gotta use the one when it broke. I hate that for queens sometimes. Yeah. But for the visual itself of her missing the lyric outside of the whole production set me up, I was gagged. I was like, no. like for real, think about it. It's like, oh, she's gone. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, she's gone. That's it. She could do her runway. It could be everything. But you missing something as key as your ad lib for a whole vocal recording that you're doing a fucking lip sync for? Yeah. I was like, oh crap. Look how Jimbo's not paying, like not nowhere in the mix of what's going on. But Mama Powell has now looked at Maxie. Maxie's looked at Mama Powell like, girl, are we watching the same show? And I'm thinking to myself, somebody was not in on the what was supposed to go down. But no, in general, the first group was kind of Poots McKenzie for me. I wasn't really feeling the gas, if you will, and I just wanted to take a crap afterwards. So God bless these kids, though. God bless them. Because the next group, devoured, chewed, ate, if you will, peed a little bit. Stomp. High heels on my tippies. Dolce and Gabbana's bitch on my, like, listen. Because I was over here like, goddamn. They came out, the choreography, clean, smooth, nobody missed a mark. Not a soul. Not a soul missed a mark from beginning to end. It was like, oop. Everybody ate. Brigading. I love Brigading's part. I did. I wanted something to happen in between here because Mama was kind of out, and I was like, oh, we could put a little something in there. But like other than that, Brigading ate her part alive. It was great. Lyrics were good. Wonderful. Mwah, mwah, gorgeous. Bernie chewed as well. Bernie, I would say the only reason wasn't in the top this week was because their outfit wasn't as extravaganza as everybody else's, even though it was gorgeous. Bernie's part was great. Bernie ate that up. Chewed. Num 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 num. Nummy num nums. Nummy num nums. I love the wig too. Arizona. I'm so happy for you because I know she wanted to do well for this episode. Baby came out there and cut up. Loved her verse. The vape line at the end, chef's kiss with the blow of smoke on time, on beat. I was like, yes, I could do this. We could do this. This I'd listen to often. Never would miss it. Kiana ate. Kiana. Kiki. Kiana, my God. Now, y'all know I'm from Texas and from the South out here, and I'm aware of J setting, 8-counting culture, and dance teams and groups. So that kick out with the legs that you see that she does, that's something I used to do in my early 20s. I'm in my late 30s now. The fuck no, I can still do a split and a back handspring and all that, but that's one thing I'm not going to do again because that shit will tear your back up. But back in the gap, Maddie, pump that. I know the girls are like, it's her move. It's not. It's something that we do out here in the States too. I'm not taking that away from her, but let's not make this a thing. I saw some people talking about that. I was like, girl, Kennedy's been doing that. But at the same time, it is what it is, right? I want to give her some praise on that move because I know how difficult it can be to do and land and it be in a very beautiful and correct fashion. Okay. She had so much airtime. Like, she was in air for a while. She was in the air for a while. And I got concerned for a second because I was like, that's high up, girl. If you hit wrong, that whole sternum is gone. It's gone, sweetie. So I was proud of you when you landed it. I was proud. I was like, oh my God. I was like, okay, thank God she landed it right. Thank God she landed it right. It could have been worse. Trust me, I have seen people do it incorrectly. I've seen people do it incorrectly. So when I say I was proud of her and I gave her toots when that happened, I just got concerned how long she was in the air. I was like, sweetheart, oh, she jumped up so high. Oh my God. Kay, I hear you, but you know, Mama's trying to market herself. She's a young baby. I think Kiana will find her way. If she doesn't win this, I think that World of Wonder I didn't make it past the hour. I failed the challenge. Failure. I didn't. Okay, that hour challenge I had, y'all, I failed. So yes. Continue. But we got close. We got close. No, we did. I think that she would be a good international girlie to put on an all-star season. And especially how they're doing tournament style now. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Can you imagine? Please. Oh, she'd eat the first round. Oh, she'd eat that first round down. It'd be one of the Irene Alien situations. Eat that first round alive. And then when we get to the second round, she'd be fine. Lip sync for the crown. Well, there you go. I still want Marina to compete again. I know she's gonna be on this season too. Shout out to Marina. Love you, Marine. Hey, friend. I still want Marina to come back. And I want Marina to do a regular season, to be honest with you, because Versus the World was a good time, but I think Marina deserves better. Like a bigger cash prize. I think some of the girls deserve bigger cash prize. Let me get back to the show. Anywho, Kiana with that 1K, because she's not the 3, Elliot. Shout out to you, baby. Vinyas, you had me at the high kick, you had me at the vocals, you had me at the whole number, the 1 and the dun. Bitch, you ate this up, down. You ate this up, down. I was, woo, and the split too was nice. I like how they dragged you too at that part. I was like, come on, help. You ate, sister. I was here for Vinyas. She was one of my favorites from the group. I loved her lyrics and everything and the full performance. Mama was locked into that camera. It was right with God, as it should be. This is when we really could tell the difference between the two groups, is when they got together and had the battle. Because the international girls, some of them did the choreography in the group and some of them did not. Some of them were doing it on time, some were not. Some were just doing their own thing. Ivory, you're the only one that was standing up at one point in time in this routine. It was wild to watch the girls be low and do this, and you're the one standing up with your leg kicked out. Like, that was the last move to make. I thought that was crazy. Meanwhile, the girls in the Philippines all in sync, all doing the same movements and stuff. I said, child, this is getting embarrassing. Can we hurry up and end this fight? Like, it's getting a little embarrassing, sweetie. Look, everybody low but you. How everybody low but you? How we missed that one little mark? You need just your knees to bend just a little step. A 45-degree angle would have helped you out, sister. Level 1 Magic Heart versus a level 1 Gyarados. Now, what are we playing this on? Because we're playing it on the simulator online. What's it called again? Y'all know what I'm talking about, where you can literally make your entire team and do the stats and all that shit. Smogan, is that what it is? a level 1 could possibly be the level 100 Gyarados if you know how to like set that up right. Showdown. Yeah, Pokemon Showdown. There we go. Yeah. You can set that up. The level 1s can win. You've seen the videos of the people rage quitting. Bro, stop playing with the AI voice. I love those videos. They throw out like a Clefable or something. How is that going to beat me? I can't. I cannot. But yes, it was definitely an uneven fight. It was certainly Raichu versus Pikachu the first time Ash went to the gym against Lieutenant Surge. Surge? Surge, yeah. It was the first time he went there. Thought he was doing something. And Pikachu got humbled real quick. And Ash had to go train and stuff so he could learn to lose again and again and again and again and again until they finally gave him his win and we were done with it. Flail, focus, sash, tackle. Come on, Angela. You know what's up. Quick attack so you go first. You know what's up. Level 1 quick attack. Y'all know. Oh my God. It's such a broken thing too, but it's funny. Either way, y'all, the overall performance was great. I would say the Filipino queens, definitely our Pinoy girls, saved the day, if you will, and made it very good. But overall, the song, everything that came with it, I liked a lot. I thought it was a fun time. And Philippines does not miss when it comes to girl groups. It just don't. Song numbers, everything, bit, lighting, the full spectacle. Y'all don't miss ever. So that's 4 in a row. That's 4 for me. May not be the best one based off of what the other girls was doing, but for what we got, that's 4 and no misses. That's a good run for me. Let us get into the runway for this week's episode. Category is Tech Couture. Before I start that up, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. If you're new here, make some noise. Woo woo. I appreciate you so much for being here today. If you would like to, but I really want you to, get in that comment section and let me know what you thought of this week's episode. Your highs, your lows, your yeses and nos, who went home and why, what looks were the best, what you would have done if you were the judge. I'd love to hear you. And also, if you want to drop a tippy from my jar for your boy hosting with the most in today, super chats are available as well. But if you want to do it directly, it's PayPal. I'm going to eat breakfast. Hold on. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I literally am going to eat breakfast. I got my eggs ready to go. All right. If you want to vote in the live chat today, you can press some buttons like 1, 2, or 3. 1 will let me know that you think this look is everything. It is giving. It is that girl. She could not be chopped. 10s across the boards. Grand prize category. A 2, she's okay. It's all right. There are some things you would change with it. It's not the worst look you've ever seen, but it doesn't wow you. But it's cool. It's fine. She's cute. 3, chop her. Boo, Wendy Testa Burger. Boo, tomato, tomato. What are you doing here? Why is this happening? I hate it. Let's get started. Any sort of technology being incorporated into the outfit, whether it's bioluminescence, that's not what that means. Is that what that means? Help. Whether it's LED lighting, whether it's some sort of robotic control, whether it's some sort of anything to do with electronics being incorporated into the outfit itself. Some people had moving pieces, some people had light pieces. So that's kind of what it was when it came to tech couture. It was very up for explanation, but it needed to have some sort of tech included with the outfit, which there was only one person who didn't have any tech with their outfit. Yuha. Suki doll's look. And what you may have missed about this is that this isn't the lighting of the stage that made this pink. Wake up. This is not the lighting of the stage that made it that color. I was gagged. I was like, oh, because it was clean here. And I was like, okay, this is fabulous. Work, mama. She got to that stage front in the way that this custom couture is. Oh, wow. Suki. Sulky. Sulky. Sulk. See, no lighting on and it fully is still gorgine. But that effect with it turning pink like that, it just, takes care of a scratch in my brain, if you will. It takes care of an itch, not a scratch. That is the scratch. This is girl. It was a great look. I loved it. Something Wong is next. I like her mug. I like the concept behind this. I like the arms that moved. They were like, that was so stupid. But I like this so much better than what was given on the first episode. So I felt like this was an elevation, and I knew the reference from where this was coming from. So I'm gonna have to give it a twosies. The tech was the arms were moving. So there was a button that was pressed. And so the arms were moving. So there was tech included with this outfit. I know it was hard to see because you couldn't tell which was which, but there technically was a movement of the arm. The top of the head apparently was doing this. And so I think also there was a little something with the sidearms too. These ones down here specifically were doing this, and the top one up here was doing this. I had to look at this several times. I was like, what was happening here? So there was tech, but it was you couldn't tell. It was so much arms that it was like, okay, what's going on? So I can see why people are like, what? But it was like, yeah, there was. It was a lot to see, and you're like, oh, okay. But no, it was all right for me. It was way better than the previous week, and I liked her makeup here in the face. I thought was gorgeous, so I was here for that, and I do like this red on her. She does give me a character in the Dragon Ball universe, possibly for the tournament. What universe would they be a part of? And for my Dragon Ball fans, you know what I'm talking about, because I don't watch the new one where they're all kids. I'm not interested. I'm really not. Dragon Ball Daima? No. No, I'm good. I don't want to do Kid Goku again. No, thank you. I'm like, what universe would you be a part of? Kitty Space. Was anybody else thinking of Kahana's look from season 3? Because I was. Oh, Universe 6 does sound appropriate. My brain was like, Kahana, like, I thought of the whole little rotating face bit and everything. Universe 6 was normal? Oh, okay. I can't remember, child. I watched too many anime. I thought this was cool. I liked it. I like that it inflated. Presentations why I like this. Now I remember. Because whenever she came out, she waited till she got to the front and then did the and it popped open like that. I was like, okay. I thought that was cool. So to me, it's not like severe up in here, but I did appreciate the makeup. I did appreciate the look itself. It did have the tech that was put in there. I was like, okay, bet. It did remind me once I saw the carousels of Kahanas from the previous season, but not the same. Not the same, but still pretty good. Very good look. I lived for this, but I hated something about it. You ready? Let's go. Okay. I lived for how this looked. I lived for how the petals came down. I hated that lip so much. I hated those lips so much. I hated that lip so much. I hated it. Whew, that shit looked crazy, dog. And the baking under here, I was like, God damn. Everything else about it was fabulous. Lips and under eyes was woo, but like everything else fabulous. I was headpiece to the lotus coming out. All of that was gorgeous. This shot right here, Siam, you see how this works? This works perfectly because we can't see it. We can't see that crazy rhinestone looking like you eating rocks, lip having ass. Like it was just that. Okay, so everything else I loved everything else. Hated that face, hated it. But I was here for this. This is insane. That is insane. Oh my God. I know you be deep throating some Swarovski, honey. Oh no, that's right. All the crystals. Come on now. Bitch, it gotta be hard for her to get a little lip on it. I mean, man, but go in, baby. Chop. You hop. Chop. 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 No. Mm-mm. 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 No. Kiana is next. Kiana with the K. Yeah, we don't need to even. I'm not even gonna. No, I don't need to even make jokes about that one. That was ridiculous. I was like, you are not in the bottom two. Wild. I don't even care. Oh, it didn't go that girl chop. Kiana's look. Everything. 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 So we was at the Mayhem Ball this one time, and I was walking to my seat, out there on the floor, you know how we do, and I ran into this drag queen, bitch. She poked me and shit. I was mad. I turned around, this bitch shit was moving. I literally feel like would be a story somewhere for somebody running into her and being like, what the hell was, oh my God. It's quite immaculate. I said it right. It's beautiful. I thought it was incredibly gorgeous. It's one of my favorite things I've seen her do. I love that all the pieces were moving. It just felt like a work of art. I was gagged. Gagged. Lived for it. Lived and breathed. Thank you. It definitely gave me, ooh, it's art pop. I was going to say mayhem. It's not mayhem. It's art pop. Come to me. I'm telling you, Kiana was in the alternate version of that music video. Gaga was over there with her wings crashed to the ground. Kiana was over there in another crater. They all fell from heaven. Bet. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, I love that song. I also love that album. That is my favorite Gaga album. Brigading. You had me here. You had me here from walking out and it closing and then just opening real quick like that. You had me from the jump. And the fact that there's a light on top to give this glow from this, ooh, black and gold, you did that. You did that. I love the dress. I love the drama. I'm going to give you one thing. Them contact lenses were unnecessary. The contact lenses were unnecessary. To me, it made somewhat of it like it didn't give grandeur. I don't want to say cheap because it don't look cheap, but it didn't give grandeur with the weird fucking contact lenses. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I really wish you either did a natural eye, maybe even an aqua blue, or a nasty little hazel moment would have gave you what you wanted. But like, that contact lens did not need to be with this outfit. It was like, girl, now that made it kind of hokey. But I said, let's not focus and everything else. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It's everything. So I keep my score. I just hated them contact lenses with this. I said, get them Jamar 84s off right now. Vinyas Deluxe. Please don't be mad at me. This was my favorite. This was my favorite. I'm sorry. This is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite. I fucking love this. For one, Venus could tell me that she was representing people out there, the fishermen's getting the fish, baby. I thought because mama was a Christian, she was giving Jesus, and I was waiting for a loaf of bread and some fish. You hear what I'm saying? That's the uno. Here's the dose. Something much bigger, bigger than you, bigger than me, bigger than all of the things. I said, who watched Black is King? Who enjoyed Black is King? Who was ready to go into Find Your Way Back? Who watched Water? I said, there she go. So forgive me. I lived and breathed for this one. You had me, and also those are cat toys, by the way, because Mina has one. Mina has Mina and Mom have the koi. I have a koi fish one over here. Do I feel like going to go find it? Is that going to be too much? I don't need to go get it. It'd be too much. But I have one of those toys too. They flop. It's motion activated. So if you hit it, it's just going to flop around and flail. So smart to do. So you're just carrying, you're the fisherman, and then you throw the net, you cast the net into the sea, and the fish are, come on. Come on. Come on. Shout out to whoever sent me that. Fishy poo. The battery's dead because Mina has torn that thing to pieces. Well, it's not torn up, but she's, beaten it to a pulp. We requested a demo. I don't think it's going to work. Let me see if I can find it. It would only be in one area. So if it's not over there, then I'm not going to go too crazy looking for it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find this thing. Well, look at that. Well, look at that. Look at that, Mamu. Look at what I found. Look at that. I know, Bubby. I'm almost done. Y'all about to get your wet food. I am almost done. I promise. I promise. Okay. Yeah, this one I think is dead for sure because it has the battery on the inside. I also probably turned it off because that shit would wake me up in the middle of the night and scare the fuck out of me. This on a hardwood floor? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, I think I'd have this turned off. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. Oh, I have to charge it. Oh, okay, let me do that. I'm like, oh, that's right. I can charge this. That's so funny. Let me charge this for them because I know they would. Oh, Mina's gonna lose it. It works again. And look, Mamu just popped over here. Yeah, both of them just rolled up on me. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I will charge it for you, babies. I know. Y'all want to play with this damn thing. Where is it? Here we go. Boom. Little charger. Give me a sec. Can I finish my show, please? Okay, there we go. Oh, I had put catnip in it. But yeah, that's how it works, and it just goes back and forth over here. Here, play with the outer casing while I get this together. Here y'all go. I'm about to start something in my house. It is on Amazon. Okay. But yeah, Venus's look. Sorry, that was long. Whatever. This was everything. It was my favorite. Presentation was key. It was really campy. It was giving what I needed it to give. I love her so much. And I love just the fact that she gave joy with this too. It was right with God. Hair was right. Mug was giving. Concept was everything. It was fully realized. And I lived. Bernie's next. I think Bernie looks gorgeous. Personally. Love the wig, love the headpiece, and love the dress. I wanted a little bit more from the tech aspect of the dress itself because it gave butterflies, but the way the wings were coming up individually, I needed it to almost feel like they were doing this versus that. So it still was absolutely beautiful. And her mug is but I wanted more from the dress because something about it with the wings, it wasn't giving the full I guess the feelings that I wanted it to give. But it was gorgine, honey. It was gorgine. I just wanted it to move a little bit more. I said, move out the way. It didn't move for me, but it was good. Arizona Brandy. Arizona looked good. This is one of my favorite looks she's worn, to be honest with you, minus the shoe. I'm not even include the shoe. I can just leave it right here. I thought the look was fabulous, personally. I thought the wig was great. The muggy was wuggy. The dress was sickening. I love the design of it and everything. I like the pieces that were moving and rotating with it. I thought it was gorgeous. The shoe can burn in hell, but that's it. Everything else was gorgine. And I loved it. Yeah, no to that shoe, but everything else was great. Ivory Glaze. I thought this was cute. I thought she looked adorable, personally. Yeah, it was cute. I can't give this a high yet. I can't chop her. It's cute. Yeah, it's very cute. I think a child would, this is for, I could see a kid wearing this to school for like a graduation or something. I don't know. But like, I just, yeah, it's a very cute outfit. It's very cute. Very cute. Her and her mom, it's like mommy and me photos. You know what I'm saying? We wore the same outfit and my child had the same dress as me. We sat there. It's giving that. But I thought it was cute. Cute little outfit, like the design on it. Stockings with it is interesting. I think the wig is cute. And it's simple. It's lovely. It's simple and lovely. There we go. Simple and lovely. All right, it's time for judging and scene. Oh, Mama Pow, why do you make me so happy? So our 6 that are up here are Ivory Glaze, Yuha, Something Wong, Brigading Ding 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 Ding, Arizona Brandy, and Vinyas Deluxe. Mama Pow asked one of my favorite questions. Well, a variation of my favorite question, who should go home and why, but that wasn't the question. The question was, who gave you the hardest time? Who made it the most trouble in the group? Mama Pow's face too, when they weren't giving the right answers. I'm talking to you, Brigading, and I'm talking to you, Arizona. Okay. It was that, okay. How about you? Arizona, how do you feel? I don't want to say anything. Okay. Vinyas. And then Vinyas answers, that's what I was asking for. It was almost like she wanted to drag her Filipino sisters like, y'all were the Pinoy girls. Y'all should have been cutting up. The international girls chewed over here. They were like, her, fuck her. Like, I needed that from you. That shit was so funny to me. I was like, okay. I cannot. Okay. All righty. Sorry about that. Let's start with this group, because ain't no way in hell any of these people were going to be in the top. It was very much the worst from the other group and the best from the other. Yeah, the worst from the international group and the best from the Filipino group. Dead ass. Ivory, Yuha, and Something. Question asked. Ivory, Something, it was hard for the choreography. Yuha also backing that up. Baby, Something interrupting Yuha in the middle of it to be like, well, first of all, no, that's not exactly how that went down. No, I'm just being honest when it comes to, no, that's not what went down. I was like, ooh, we took the whole mirror. This entire mirror moment that just happened while they were getting engaged has now fully moved to the stage. I said, production, watch that happen, and said, we're going to make this one more again. We're going to do this one more again. I was here for it. And I love that Yuha didn't back down and did not go, change their tone or their energy for something was over. It was on some fuck these bitches shit. I was here for that too. Ivory's like, I wasn't trying to be, I'm just trying to tell you my honest truth, but I don't want to be in the middle of it. But you're in the middle of it. Meanwhile, like, look at how they're all looking at the other girls like, what? The Filipino girls. The girls in the Philippines was like, oh, they're doing a lot. Brigadine, Arizona, and Venus were just staring like, oh, they're mad. Oh, so they did not have a good time. Oh, bitch, it was a problem. Something was wrong. They were goop seeing them go in. I was like, yeah, baby. Unfortunately, that's us. And yeah, something stood up for themselves. Yuha basically defended the point and was like, no, but you were the choreographer. I was like, damn, this is why you never volunteer for those positions. And of course, Ivory was allowing the bus to continue to run over something because, again, track record does matter sometimes, most of the time. And they're really running off of that. It was definitely not something's day. But Yuha looks like this and having the nerve to talk about that. Yeah. Now, when our Pinoy sisters were asked the same question, unfortunately, Brigadine and Arizona were like, well, we all did a good job. There's nobody I could really say was underperforming. We all were really helpful for each other. And Mama Pow hated that shit. Venus, though, was like, well, if I have to give a name, again, and that's what they asked, if I have to give a name, the only person who I thought did a little less than me or didn't do as well was Bernie. And it's because I just couldn't relate to their lyrics. That's it. That's all. It was about trans power. And I guess I can't relate to that. But at the same time, we did good. So I was like, okay, Venus, you did give an answer though. You were like, there is one person, and you gave an example. You gave a reason why. I was like, I can't relate to that. Okay. So I was like, all right. Mama Pal was happy, but it was the disappointment from the others that she had to stress. That was a gag, bitch, where she's like, if I ask these questions, you need to answer them. Because, like, you got to be real. We got to be real here. And I was here for that. So shout out to Mama Pow for the messiness. Continue on. We need more of that. More. Oh, I need to put the con back on. Hold on, y'all. Do I still remember how to do this? Hold on. Too hard? Hold on. Sorry. Too hard. It's okay. Gentle. Okay, it's back on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, top 2, Venus Deluxe and Arizona Brandy. Happy for Arizona Brandy. Happy for Venus Deluxe. Kiana could have been in this conversation. Kiana could have been right there. Right there. Because that little baby was cutting up. No shade. And her runway looked chewed, if you will. So I was like, But I said, okay, I'm happy for the top 2. 2 people I've been wanting to see get their dues. Yes, but Now, there was not a bottom 3. It was a bottom 2. Somehow, some way, in some random pocket universe on Earth, we witnessed Yuha being safe. All 3 should have been up for discussion. All 3. I get it's episode 2. I get it. All 3 should have been up for discussion. I'm sorry. You could say Ivory and something for like overall performance and everything else like that because they actually liked their outfits that they gave. But Yuha somehow skipping to the back after that runway, that was very much we feel bad, girl, your outfit didn't arrive. Sorry for it. No, because she also wasn't doing that well in the challenge either. Y'all were being kind. Girl gave energy. Really? Mama was also a mess. Chop, no, didn't like that. I thought that was a little bullshitty. Daniel, I feel like I missed this. My apologies. They look cute. That's all. And I know who you're talking about. Oh, Untucked. Well, I think we all saw this going in the direction that it was going in. You notice how Bernie didn't take what Venus said to heart about their performance. They were able to be like, it's okay because you had to give a name. It's all right. I get it. There was no personal feelings taken from that. There was no animosity. That's her sister. She got it. It was like, okay, I get it. You couldn't relate to my lyrics. Bet. Maturity and growth. Meanwhile, the bottom queens. Oh, that's right, because Brigadine sure did bring that up. Like, they didn't even have to talk about that. That, you know what? You show right. Come on, but Brigadine is good for that. We need good TV now. I need someone to be a narrator sometimes or push the shit through it, especially if the girls don't want to talk. You know what I mean? So, like, yes, Brigadine not being the pot stirrer. Allegations, I can't. And Brigadine is herself again being Bessie. Listen, mother, daughter, the whole family. Bring them on the show. The girls are gonna get us through. But she did. It was. But for the bottom girls, something was cussing the storm up in the back. Yuha wasn't giving anything to it as usual. Like, yeah, but of course you did the choreography, so it is what it is. Suki, thank you for putting this into perspective because nobody else was doing it. Suki, I think, is the only one that spoke up and was like, we need to give her kudos for trying and for actually putting something together for us and sticking through it. At the same time, it was chaotic and messy and there was problems here and there, but we owe something because they did put this together for us and nobody wanted to volunteer for it. It's like, who? Because technically, yes and yes. I was like, yeah, both are correct. Both points of that are correct. Yeah, there's an A and a B. You are right. There, it was bad, but Mama did put in the work and was trying her best with this group that was giving her the motherfucking business. And something, I think you just knew what was up. I think at this point, you already knew the tea. Because real talk, Ivory was like, please pick me over something. I don't mean to say that, but I am saying, please pick me over them and all that. But something, it was, if you send me home, it's whatever. I get it if you base it on track record. I'm gonna feel the ways, but whatever. I said, yeah, it was the swan song. It was out the door. It was looking like, well, shit, y'all gonna have me in the bottom the entire time. What are we doing here today? Yuha, you got lucky this week. High key. You got lucky this week. You saw the captain of the ship was doing bad, and it was very much into your favor. No shade. This banana bit was interesting. It looked really good. I wanted some low key. Gave me that it's sweet and tasty. Ivory, pick her. Pick her. I cannot. Oh, Venus in Arizona Brandy must lip sync. XL by Sylvie. I had never heard the song before a day in my life. I more than likely won't download the song. It's not for me. I think it's a good song though, and I think the Queens sold it. Now, this lady pulled out a bang, and then she put it on top. I said, oh my God. I said, if she do this every lip sync, I'm going to pee. I'm really not, maybe, but like, yes. I thought that was so funny. I was like, okay. But to me, as fun as Arizona was in this lip sync, and I think that they did a very good job themselves, Venus has something. Erica do sound like a Lizzo reject song, no shade. Venus has something, I don't know what it is, that Like Arizona is a good time to watch too. We're not knocking Arizona. I love seeing them lip sync. But with this song in particular, I don't know why I was really just enamored with Venus the entire time. I was like, this baby is, it felt like they were singing the song half the time. I was like, okay, mama is emoting. I don't want I was here for it. I was like, okay, this is something. I liked what Venus gave for the performance. This little smelly bit was really funny. It was cute. When Arizona went to the back to grab something and Ivory's blocking it, this part got me. Venus, I thought you were holding, I don't know why I thought it was a dish bottle when I was watching it from far away at first. When I was doing the screen grabs, I was like, oh, that's what it was. But when I was watching it far away, I was like, girl, what is she holding? And then when it popped up, I'm like, oh, girl, is she about to flush? Is she about to get ready for trade? What's happening? But it was her holding that hand and then popping that little middle finger like that is so funny to me. I don't know. This was great. Arizona did an outfit change, which wasn't a gag. You could tell that was about to happen, and took off the bang and continued to go for it. But I was, again, I'm locked in on Venus the entire time. And Venus wins the lip sync and some good cointadas. Congratulations to Venus. Ivory's a little nervous. Girl, do you get hives, Ivory? You think so, Mina? I think so, too. I was like, baby girl's neck was a little red. I said, baby, she get hives, sister, when she get nervous. I see these two pink berries over here, the two giants. Isn't that something? The two kaijus of this season. Okay. These, okay. Attacking little, you know what I'm saying? They're going to pop up on you. Listen, swimming through ocean to ocean, attacking the airports and naval vessels and all that. Two kaijus, two tallest motherfuckers. Okay. Ivory, there's something wrong. Petrified wood and a good cedar. Venus gave an excellent explanation and honestly kept it short and sweet. It was I'm basing this off track record, and I'm going to do that the rest of the season. I was gagged. I was like, oh. She said, you're not going to question me if I ever win. Whoever I'm going to give this lipstick and send somebody home to is going to be the person who's been doing the worst throughout the entirety of it. I said, oh, you didn't have to get personal. You didn't have to make it about anything else like that. It was you also kind of gave it like, it seemed like she wanted to go. I'm giving her what she wants. She said, based on track record, it's something. It's not personal. It is what it is. I'm sorry, girl. I was like, bow. That's it. Something I know you already knew something was up. It was very that. Like, okay, it is what it is. You all are bastards. I'm just kidding. See you all. Goodbye. All that kind of good stuff. Something's last words were, you're going to hear me because I'm on the song. Okay, and I ate my verse up. So I'm on the track now. Catch it. Okay? Oh, that's right. Freedom. I'm freeing her. There we go. Because that's what I meant when I said the whole, she was sort of giving her the like, I'm basing this off track record. So let her go. I'm freeing her. That's the part I was missing with the free. Because it very much was Venus going, yeah, let me do this off track record, but high key. She's been terrorizing us in the entirety of Manila. Like, she's been terrorizing the city. Like, she's literally been knocking down power plants, different sort of like, we've lost water, we've lost energy. Like, next thing you know, she's going to get our data grid. Okay, we got to let her go. She's taking down the infrastructure of the city. All right, we have to call in we got to call in the National Guard or somebody. We got to take it out. Call in the Fantastic Four, if you will. Okay. I don't think something wanted to be there anymore either at that point, because it's like bottom two back to back like this. Like, why would you save me anyways? But also the way the interactions were going, it seems so much confrontation or miscommunication through the confrontation that kept happening. And I felt bad for her, but I also was like, the edits were giving you were being a bitch. Like, something's not like that. I've met them a few times. They're a sweetheart, honestly, but I also don't know what their headspace was like in this situation for this show at the time. And they were adding a bit of the drama because when girls weren't wanting to say things to people's faces, at least something was like, well, fuck that, you bitch. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, she was definitely rah-rahing the girls. And I hope that it doesn't turn into a complete, like, we're going to just read each other in the confessionals and not keep it cute in front of each other moment going forward. But I don't know. I feel bad for my friend. This edit was wild for them for this season, to be very, very honest with you. And it was interesting. It was interesting. So I say good luck to them. If they ever do UK All-Stars, if they give you the call, friend, take it and try it again. There's always room for another, like, take on who you are as a person. If you want even that to be your story, I say try it again. We've had people who we found to be villains for one season, or people who we didn't care for or we thought weren't giving, and they come back. Even when the second run wasn't good, maybe the third one will be better. And the third, it's like, oh, they got it. They clocked in. It is what it is. I mean, we also can say it's edits too. We can say it's possibly the narrative that they just were like, nah, I don't think so, girl. Like, this ain't gonna be what it is. But it is what it is. It just was a wild run. I was like, Jesus Christ. I felt bad. I was like, damn, that was a tough 2 episodes for her. Fuck. Yeah, I agree. Water Malong. I do agree with that. The dress before she revealed into her birthday suit, looking like Wario from the Mario universe, was great. I thought that dress was good, and I thought that the look that she presented on the runway this week was kind of interesting and kooky and campy, and like what she wanted to give the first time, right? So I don't think she missed all the way. I think it was just certain elements with group challenges together with people, and then just sort of like the way people weren't taking her with the geesh, I guess. I mean, I also will blame that wig from their entrance look too, because oh my god. But yeah, it was a tough time for something, but I still love them and I wish them the best, and everybody else on the show too. They all deserve the best. So yeah, I did that in 2. So the episode, we didn't start until about 15 minutes in. I didn't make it through the hour, but we ended it at the 2. So technically an hour and 45 minutes. I went over 45. I'm sticking to it. I'm going to stick to it. Please don't judge. I tried. I did my best. But then you know me. A Libra. So yeah. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Ram Pack family. I appreciate you all for tuning in and being here today. I did not get much sleep last night. As you know, I got an injury recently and ended up having there's like a giant hole in my leg as we speak. I wouldn't say a giant hole, but it's almost like the size of a quarter, if you will. So I'm having to use gauze right now and to make sure it's draining properly, and I'm making sure it doesn't get infected, so we do not have to go to the hospital and spend egads of money here, because I was told I can take care of it at home, but I got to be really on it and I got to do what I got to do. So I spent early this morning going to the store and getting everything that I needed to take care of my wound, as well as just also getting some things for myself and my cats too. So I didn't get that much sleep because my brain was really like thinking like, I got to review at 10 a.m. I got to get to the store. I got to pay bills. I got to be a human being. And it got to me a little bit. So I'm probably going to crash after I finish editing, putting this up and getting it monetized. I'm probably going to crash, probably, more than likely. So tonight I will have the Project Runway reaction posted on Patreon, and tomorrow I will have the review ready to go for you at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, with Bleecker tomorrow. So yay! I know, and I have to listen, and y'all don't understand, like, I'm supposed to be going tubing on Saturday with this wound. And my friend was like, we can very much cover it and we can just wrap it and shit, which is what I'm going to do. It's going to look crazy, but I don't care because it's my friend's birthday and I got to celebrate. And not me wanting it to rain so we can change the plans. I kind of want them to. I was like, please let it rain. But I'm also like, no, we can still do that. I'm just going to wrap that bitch. Okay. And it's going to be good to go. When is BD again? What is that? BD. Baby daddy? When's my baby daddy? What? I got a baby daddy? No. Oh, sorry. Tomorrow's Project Runway Day. I'll do the review Friday. The review will be tomorrow. Oh, birthday. Oh, okay. Baby daddy? No. September 24th. My birthday is September 24th. So almost a month away. And Nina's birthday, she's turning the big 2, is on the 28th of this month. But yeah, my birthday is September 24th. 39. Terrible. But yes, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Leave a comment about this episode. Please. The algorithm really does love when you do that. And drop it to people if you feel like it in the tippy jar with paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Joel, I cannot. Hey, Maddie, just getting here when Arizona hit the vape. I thought I was watching Zeus TV. Batty shot a clock. Well, no, nobody on Drag Race Philippines would make a bad Emmett Till joke and still be on the cast. So yeah, this definitely ain't Zeus. Costa, oh my God, same birthday twin. Oh, we're special. I don't care what nobody says. I love that. Like, I love the day that I have. I don't know why. Something about the numbers and the sync of the 9 and the 24 just like does everything for me. Yeah, but that's it for Drag Race Philippines. So I guess 5 more minutes and then we'll close this out because I see some of y'all wanting to talk about some other things and I'm totally here for it. I have seen it. I've seen it. No, not same. We're not the same year, but we just have the same day birthday. I'm not, okay, listen, I don't hate the Dragonite Mega Evolution. This looks much worse. However, I may end up falling in love with it when I see the damn thing moving around on my own screen. Because one, for my birthday, I really want to get a Switch 2. Like, oh my God, like I want to Switch 2 so bad. Because I hate that I can't play the Mario Kart World game. I want to play that so bad right now. Yo, that knockout tournament. Oh, it's so good. I got to play it one time and I was so addicted to it. I never wanted to stop. I could have been up all night playing that part. That stuff was so dope. It's so chaotic and fun. And I wanted to play it on there and see what Animal Crossing and start a new island on it too. So I really do want to Switch 2 for my birthday. If I don't get it, I totally get it because my life is in shambles right now. So it's like, why would you get that? I know, but I want it. But I really want it because I don't want to play Pokemon ZA on my current Switch. I want that to now be a retired device that I have and it just sit, if you will, and only to be used for certain things. But I dead ass do not want to play the new Pokemon game on the old Switch. I have PTSD still from Scarlet and Violet. So no, I don't trust you. And I like my Legends Arceus to remain on my old Switch. And that way I can enjoy my ZA on the new one. Is that you, Mamu? Okay, I know. Okay, it's time to feed. I gotta feed them. I absolutely love that question. It was the best question of the world. You know, I like the mess. Give me the foolery. The what is it? What I used to say, the shenanigans, the foolery, the uckery of it all. Y'all remember the song? Y'all remember the song from way back when I started this channel? Oh yeah. I heard. And again, that's why I want to get it because there are so many games now. I really need to see. I have seen Animal Crossing on the Switch too because I went on a date with somebody who did not like me, which is, well, it's sad. But I got to play some of their games on there and I got to play Animal Crossing and it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. I was in shock. I was like, that's how the game's supposed to look. What's up, Walker? I was like, that's how the game is supposed to look, bro. That is nuts. Oh, it made me so upset. I was like, I should never bought a Switch. I was like, I should have just waited for this to come out. My God. I also like the controllers better too, and I got to play on the Pro controller. It's so much lighter than the one they have for the Switch one. It's beautiful. I love the rumors, David. If the rumors are true, we're gonna be busy. You like the game, not the man, Maddie. No, he was cool, but I get it. And I also him in a headspace right now where I just really need to focus on me a little bit. And if someone wants to date, we can, but it would have to be on some really slow time taking stuff. I don't need anybody trying to rush me, especially with where my life is going right now. So I need someone with more understanding and not somebody who's on some is everything already set to go level. And since that's not available, then I'm not going to cry about it. You feel me? It's like whenever it will be. But for right now, me is what's most important. But I was hurt. I liked the person. I did. But that Switch was right with God. We had so much fun playing. But yeah, I think that's it. I think I can, let me make sure. If I miss anything else. And I know what I speak, Maddie. That's a bad evolution. Which one? Mega Victory Bell or Dragonite? I like the Dragonite. And I know you know. I know you, yes, because we have talked, Allison. I'm not about to spill her business, but I know she knows. I know. You don't like it? I mean, it looks crazy. The fan-made one looked better than this. Way better. I just want to know what the stats are. I feel like they're going to give it like a ridiculous special attack, but it's going to have terrible attack, terrible speed, and terrible defense. I think it's going to be an SA, an SD, and yeah, that's it. Special attack and special defense. That's it. I think that's going to be the highest things for it, and everything else is going to be garbage. So it's giving me glass tank tease, I guess. I don't know. Or glass cannon. Oh, last thing, because I talked about this earlier and we can close this out because I'm done with the review. If you do play Pokemon TCG and you want to add me, this is my friend code up here. It's 5736-8014-1591-4402. I'm always up for battles. Just let me know. I'm actually going to play a couple while I get myself ready to take a nap since I did not get any sleep last night. So if you want to play, let me know. My most recent pool today was this beautiful shiny Glaceon. I'm not getting what I want though. I need an Espeon so bad, an Espeon EX, and I cannot find one for the life of me. And there's a shiny Vaporeon, my favorite Pokemon in the entire universe, my favorite one ever. But Vaporeon is my favorite, but my top tier favorite of all favorites. And you know this from my literal, where is it? Let me post it. I have it in my graphic. That's a shiny Vaporeon holding an Activia. There's a card, and I can't get it, and I want to cry. I have been trying to pull from this Lugia deck, and I cannot find it. Soon. I saw, David. And I have quit Pokemon Unite, but I'm coming back just for vapes. I'm coming back just for my baby. I am, and I will be I can't forget I'm on YouTube. I can't just talk like I want to talk, but I will be acting a goddamn fool with that one. I am going to act a fool. My baby's literally gonna be the So yeah, I'm here for it. Okay, Dunsies, Dunzos, love y'all. I'm out. I will see you all tonight on Patreon for the reaction. I will see you tomorrow if you're interested in tuning in for the Project Runway review. Again, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be available if you would like to drop a tippy poo. PayPal at me for Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924 on Venmo, $90. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for being a part of this equation and persuasion. And make sure you watch Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale, now on WoW Presents Plus. Support the dolls, because this season so far, it's giving. Everything is wrong with me. Take care. Goodbye, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.
Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of there.